Hello everyone, it's Jules by Jude here, and today we are just going to do some practicing with some new stuff that I bought at different locations and from different people and even different countries. So what you see before me is scrap clay, black clay, and we're just going to try out a few things. So I'm going to get this stuff over here put away. We'll start with the most dramatic, which would probably be black. Now this is not rolled out on my thickest, so let me see if I can get a slice and warm it up a little. Okay, now it's at my thickest, and I'd like it that way because I'm going to try my texture plates. Now these are just diamond textures here. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know if you can or not, but they just show up as snakeskin looking, and I probably could have used that in my last video, so because it does really look good. But it's divided into threes: small, medium, large. Okay, we're not going to start with that because, as I said, we already did something very similar to that, so I'd like to start with this one. Okay, this has the pebbles over here. I did one on Tuesday of last week. These are larger pebbles. Again, we're in a little bit of the, looks like a diamond situation, but I want to do some floral. So let's try a floral one. And they're kind of cut in squares. You I wouldn't cut them. Maybe some cut them, but I'm not going to right now. I'll make that decision later. But what you want to do is make your impression. Try it again. Let me warm this up just a little bit. Okay, I've warmed up my clay, hopefully, and I want to get just a small section out to make a pendant, and I'd like to do it with the floral section of the template or texture plate. What I want to do is I want to hold that down really, really strongly. I don't want to double imprint on this one. Some of them don't matter. This I just want to get a really good solid impression. And a lot of times you can tell by what is not exactly dark on your template. One might say their impression texture plate. So you want to try to make sure that plate is really pushed into your clay and then lift up, and that's much better. I like that much better than my previously done one. And now what I'd like to do is get myself a nice cutter. Now I got these cutters from Jill. Jill is the clay lady down under on Etsy. And I bought these the other day, and she's from Australia, but they seem to come pretty quickly, and the price is pretty decent. It's about the same, actually, I've noticed. So I'm really happy about that. Some of the others are more expensive to ship, and hers was pretty good. So I'm not going to do any kind of mica yet. Yeah, maybe I will. I want to see it a little better, so I think I will do some mica. Now I also got some nice Pearl X pigments from one of my buys. I'm going to make it copper. Let's see what copper does. Okay. This is like my favorite brush, so just want to just hit it a little bit. I don't want to go crazy yet. So just take a few from the lid here and we'll see how it goes. And then I'll see which section that I like. And this is what I'm doing lately with my scraps and my scrap clay. I'm trying to use it up as I go. And if I can't immediately use it, what I'll do is mix it and make it into sheets. So when I am ready to use it, I'll have a sheet of scrap. And that's what this gray is. Last week I did the snake, and I had a lot of leftover black and white, and I think everybody out there knows that the black and white is indeed gray. So I'm still anticipating the Clay Adventure 2020. I don't know how many other people out there are planning on participating, but I'm excited. I would like to learn a lot more about this craft. And what it has to offer. I do jewelry. I like the jewelry. Now I have seen all kinds of things done in polymer clay, book covers. I've seen figurines, castles. I've seen lots of different things. And one of the things that did attract me originally to polymer clay, even though you don't see me doing a lot of it yet, is the fact that I can bake a stone with it because the temperature is so low. I can use it in many different ways. That's why I like polymer clay so much. Very versatile. Now, even though I thought I was just going to hit it, I decided to go a little further. And I think I might just wipe off the tops a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. Now I got this texture, it's Sculpey. I got it from Michael's the other day with my coupon, which made it very, very affordable. Now, this paper towel has a tiny, tiny bit of alcohol left on it. Not that you need it, but since I have it already and it's not, you know, an overflow of alcohol on it, I'm going to use it to take off some of my copper mica so that it has some depth and doesn't look like it's just one piece of glob of copper. You'll be able to see the designs a little bit better, hopefully. Okay. A little more antique looking. I took a little too much off right there. Alright, let's see here. I don't know what the weather is like where you live, but it's beautiful here in Florida. Finally. The heat has subsided. Okay. That's about what I like. There we go. Now, let's see here. Now I need to decide what cutter I'd like to use. And since these are my newest ones from Jill, I would venture to say. Now this is pretty much like a set, but today I'm not going to use it as such. So, and what I mean by a set, I mean you can make a nice, beautiful necklace, and I probably will soon. But today I really just want to make append it. Let's see here. Okay. Now all I need is my plastic paper. Okay. Now, since I'm not going to be using the rest of this, I know I just need to focus on about where I need this plastic to be pretty even at. And that's kind of in the center here. Okay. Let's see how this cutter works. I use an acrylic block to help me push down a lot of times. Alright, I think I want to do kind of like that. Let's see how that looks. Try it like that. And I also find that if you stand up, it helps a lot. Nice strong cutters. And it's going to bevel my sides because I used the plastic. So that much I know and I enjoy as well. Alright. Not too bad, not too shabby. But what I'm going to do is place these on a tile because I'm not working on one currently. I want to switch it around. Different tiles. Let's see if we can get this off. Good swoop here. There we go. Alright. And there's my first one with my first new cutter and texture sheet from Sculpey. And the cutter was from Jill, who sells her cutters on Etsy. Okay, and I'll probably put that on a backing. Let's see. There we go. Let's do that again. Because I really want it to be thicker. So we'll do this all again, but with the backing. Oh, and you know what I think I might do? Even though neither one is baked, I might just put a little bit of what I like to call glue, which is liquid clay. Simple, plain and simple. Get that stuck on there pretty good. I don't want to take off any of my copper. Okay. Alright. Now what I'm going to do again is exactly what I did the first time. Okay, only this time I'll have my backing on it. Stand up, push down. And this time it has stuck to my plastic, which is common for me because I have such a strong arm. There we go. Now you can make a couple, you make a couple decisions here. You can have a glue-on bail, or you can have a jump ring, or you can make your own. And here's what the sides look like. I'm kind of happy with the sides actually. A little bit quick, yeah, no, I like it. So what I might do is a veil. Before I thought about that, I crumpled up my scrap, which I shouldn't have done. So don't do that next time. Let us see. I'll take a small round or oval. Let's do oval. Okay. Just like so. You can use the plastic if you so choose to. If your clay is conditioned very well, you can fold over that and make that into a bale. I don't want to make it too big. I can attach it to the top like so, to the back like so. I think I'm going to go with the back. And again, I'm going to get a little dab of, wait, let me see where I want this. Let's see. Let me see. I think I'm going to go like that. Okay. So I'm going to have a little dab here. Okay. Rub that in. I'm going to pinch this down, making sure I still have a hole through there that I'd be able to put something like a leather cord. And I do. And then I'm going to place that just like that. Okay. Notice I have not baked anything yet. And we'll see how it goes. Get that off there. Alright, I am going to bake this. And you are welcome to take a peek at what it might look like when I'm done. And then we'll move on to the next one. Alright. And put that on for 45 minutes. Move on to the next one. I'm working with Kato and Primo, and there may be a mix in there, so follow your instructions. Let's see here. I have a really cool, where is it at? That I've been dying to try. The silk screen. I'll leave it just like that. Alright, now, I've always had a thing about the Tree of Life, so this does not come with cutters, but I have round cutters. Okay, your shiny side should be down, right? There. Alright. This is very good for the sizes. I feel like I have something here. Hang on, guys. Maybe it's just a bump. Okay. So I am going to do my stencil without paint. This one. But what I want to do is make sure that it is very, very close to my clay. I want to burnish that in pretty good, as much as I can. Look at these sizes, even earrings. Even larger earrings in your pendant. Really like this screen. Gold. And I would like to see if I have big enough cutters. That one will work for that size. Let's see here, that's too big for that one. I'll have to give that a try. Right there. Let's see what we got here. I have the other ones that I got from RJ Crafts. We'll try this one. That one won't work. Okay. That one will. Yeah. Alright, so we got our cutters ready. We have our clay ready, hopefully. Let's burnish that really good. And then I would like to use a gold. Sparkle gold. Sounds good. Give it a shot. Now I get my little trusty brush. Let's see. I'm just going to go over this. And I want to move it in, get it nice and thorough. Press thoroughly in on that. I'm going to do them all gold. See how it comes out. Gold on gray. It'll work. Gotta give it a little shot. I should have tested it before I started, but oh well. I thought about that just now. I'm like, maybe I should have tested that first, just to make sure those colors blended well. Is it? Oh, yeah, it does. All right, let's see here. Let's get you pushed in there. I just want to make sure I get a good coverage. This is Pearl X Sparkle Gold. Let's see. All right. I just want to make sure they're pushed. It's pushed in real good. And we'll see which ones we can play with after that. All right. All right. I like it. It's not a real dark. This one here I could have definitely did a better job with. And this one here came out really good. And I'm not going to be able to use any of the plastic that I so love to do because the mica is not baked in. And I think the plastic will lift right off of there. So I think we'll get a good one here too. And these three cutters fit. Yeah, I don't really have to stand up with metal ones because they're really, really sharp. Now I'm alright as long as it's not sharp on both edges. I realize that there is a situations where that happens. I'm not cutting that one out because I don't know, maybe I will. It's not that bad. It's just gonna be light. Let's cut it out. Alright. Of course it sticks. And then it flips over. We'll get it. Alright. Now, I don't know how well that shows up on the film. I'll find out later when I go to edit it. Let's see here. Now, what I might do, because I cut this a little bit short, is thicken. I'll get it. Thicken my edge here. So it will look less. It will not look as off-kiltered as it originally did. That way it was blended in. If you cut it right, you won't have to do anything like that. But I do think I'll do that with the edges of the other ones because it kind of highlights those edges and gives it a little extra spark around the edge there. You can probably do almost anything with these, color-wise, paint-wise. Let's see, I'm going to add some mica there. And over here. Alright. It's not too bad. I like it. I'm a big, like I said, Tree of Life fan, so it's not going to be hard to please me with that. And give my other tile a good scrubbing here before we use it. Now I did not put these on my tile ahead of time. So what I will do is I'll put them on right now. Well, they're not sticking, so that's not really an issue. Alright. Now, because I might want to do more to the back of one of these, I'm going to put the backing on last. Now these are kind of light, and this was a trial, and I hope y'all can see it properly. And it's just a little hint on gray, a little Tree of Life. And if I were to do it again, I'd probably use a darker color or actually a darker clay. So, but for testing, we didn't do too bad. Now I'm going to cook these up, and then I'm going to put a back on them, and I'm going to make them into some beautiful jewelry. Alright, I got some Martha Stewart items that were on sale. This is a stencil. Yes, a stencil. Okay, and this is all silk screen, Martha Stewart. And this is also a silk screen, Martha Stewart. Isn't that beautiful? I got them they were on sale clearance. That's why I got them, because they are expensive otherwise. Well, I don't know. It depends on what expensive is to the individual. But I paid $3 to $6 for each one. Most of them were $3. Okay. I also bought me another texture roller. This one has some roses and flowers on it. I thought that might become useful to me in the future. Let's try this stencil, this flower one. It looks really beautiful. Let's see. Okay. Save that plastic to keep it clean. There we go. interesting, isn't it? Okay, so some of that did not work out to my benefit, so I will have to double check to see what's going on with that. Alright. Anyhow, we have a nice, beautiful flower going on here. Let's see here. Let's try. Let's see here. Let's try the smaller one. Let me see. We'll stick with full size pendants. Size for right now. I'm gonna have to find out why that stencil did that. That might be something I wasn't aware of was going to happen. So let's see. We got to get a little bit more creative with this one. This is a really sticky one. Maybe that's why I'm going to take a look at these instructions here. The thin film may cling to nose, mouth. That has to do with children. So let's see what we got here. Peel silk screen off white backer sheet. Yeah, no, that didn't work well. I don't think that was position. Thin layer of paint, stencil brush. Yeah. Okay. Well, Martha Stewart. No wonder they were on clearance. They're sticking to the back of the white and pulling off. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Alright. I guess it's that old saying, you get what you pay for, right? Sometimes. Sometimes. This time I'm testing. Last time I didn't test. This time I'm testing. Alright. Let's see. I don't think that's going to work either. Alright. I know I got a couple of this one. Okay, these are from Wish. Let's try Wish. Make a wish. Alright. I want to try this blue. Where'd my brush go? There it is. Okay. Let's try blue. And what I'm going to do is mix it with pink, also from Wish. Alright. There we go. You know what? Like I said, I'm not real thrilled about Miss Martha Stewart right now. Because this one is ruined. This one is ruined. No. Yeah, maybe. This one's definitely ruined. This one's definitely ruined. I'll have to check the other ones out. For a minute there, I thought it was a one-time stencil. Or, I'm sorry, silk screen. And No ma'am. So it's stuck to the backing, and it definitely should not have done that. So now I want to really push this in. I'm working with this gray, and I'm going to make sure I get myself a really good coverage here. It'll be fine. Now it sticks real good, I can tell you that right now, to the clay. But I have a feeling it sticks to dang near everything else just as much, and that's not going to be good. We'll be trying to get that off, and it doesn't specify any particular, you know, procedure that you may use, you know, or should use to remove it initially from that. So that's, you know, I wouldn't say it was a waste, because I'll get some use out of it for sure. Silk screens are very, very fragile, hence the silk screen name. Now, everyone, if they want to be really precise about their designs, of course, silk screen is the better way to go, because it clings so well to whatever you're using it on, whereas a stencil lifts up. But you can tape a stencil down and get a better effect. So yeah, I'm a little discouraged. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Oh, wow. What a disaster. Oh, no. Yeah, no. No. This will be cut out. Isn't that terrible? That's horrible. Martha Stewart stencils. They didn't work for me. That's why they were on clearance. So, sorry. But other people may have better luck with it than me, but did not work for me. Some cutters from Jill. I like these. Make a necklace out of these too. I'm gonna use this one. I'm also these are from Jill. It's like I'm having a conversation with myself here, but I'm not. So let me clarify to you, everybody. This is these are a set of cutters I bought from Jill at Etsy. It's called Eve Jilly Cutters. That's the way it looks like it's spelled, but she on Etsy is the Clay Lady Down Under from Australia. I wouldn't be afraid to order from her, because I'm going to be honest with you, the cutters are great and the shipping is better than the other ones that I have bought out of the country, price wise. And you know me, I'm always looking after price, but you know what? The cutters are excellent, Jill. Thank you. And thanks for the timely mailing for me too. Because, you know, like anybody else, we're all very eager to get our products and try them out. So I still have this this texture plate from Sculpey that works just fine. And I just want to see what I can get out of it to look nice for a pendant. I did that one already. Well, let's try the I call them diamonds. I don't know what they're called, but I call them diamonds. So let me get my acrylic roller, and I'll tell you what, we'll just do the whole sheet of clay here. Still working with this gray. I wish I hadn't. I wish I'd stuck with the black, because I think the black with these micas that I'm using, and that's all I am using today, is the micas. And we're just playing around today. Nothing too stressful, nothing too intense. Although Martha Stewart, the Martha Stewart silkscreen was a little stressful for me. I hate to say it. Okay guys, I had to warm up my clay a little bit, so it's not as pretty looking as it was. You know, I use Kato a lot and Primo, and if you do not warm your clay up, like I have it already in sheets a lot of times, not always, and if you don't warm it up, condition it, the impressions don't come out the way you want them to. It's just the way it is. So, and my clay was cold, and in the summer I was going, it's so hot. Now I'm going, it's not cold here, guys. No way is it cold here. Nope. It's beautiful, actually. All right, let's give it a shot. Oh, there we go. See, that's the difference between warming it up and not. All righty. Let's see here. I'm just going to cut this off because I don't like the way it looks. It's distracting me. And I don't like that. All right. So, what I'm going to do is use my fingers. Pink gold. That sounds beautiful. Now oh, brand new. Okay. Gotta be careful with that. You won't breathe that in. I'm gonna stick my finger in there. I'm gonna go across gently. Quickly. There's a good thing about these Sculpey ones. If you want to use the one next to it, you can go ahead and do that too. Make two pendants. This is so basic today. I'm just trying to get back in the groove of things. Thanksgiving is coming up. Watch for those sales. Thanksgiving is coming up. Those sales are definitely something you want to pay attention to. For your crafts and well, I don't need to tell you about everything else. It was about a year ago or so and I started doing my videos, and I remember talking about the sales. You really do a lot because our products don't always go on sale. The flowers and stuff like that, I mean, they do, don't get me wrong, but you know, so we get to use those solid 50-60% off coupons on regular priced items because ours are very rarely on sale. I have noticed them recently on Hobby Lobby having 30% off of the clay. So, which is kind of good because then you get, instead of one brick of clay, you get, you know, several for 10% less off your clay. So, all right, I'm going to use Jill's cutter on this one. It's another one of my favorite cutters because of the shape. Oh, and because it's very, you know, it's very strong. It really is. I'm not just saying that. And I paid for it, so. All right. And I don't mind. Oh, that's what I do. Alright. That should go through. Take this off. And I'm going to lift this up. Nice. Nothing fancy. Just trying out the micas, the texture plate. And then maybe we'll do something fancy later. Okay. Especially with the set, the rest of the cutters that go with the kit. There she goes. There she goes. All right, now what I was thinking of doing now is making it a double-sided pendant, since I had both different textures, but both sides of my clay were textured and mica'd, same color. So what I might do is make 2 of them, and then, oh, here it is. Okay, and in this instant, I'm going to bond them together after they go through once. Okay, and there we go. Now I'm going to show you what just came out of my toaster oven, and then I'm going to end the video and get you together another video, and we'll be off and running. And in January we'll be doing the Clay Adventure 2020, and I hope there's plenty of other people doing it. I will not be doing their things that I'm learning unless it's a technique, you know, and but I will not be doing whatever they're teaching me directly at all. Technique is one thing, style, color, imagination, creativity is another. So with that, I bid you farewell. God bless you if I do not get another video out by Thanksgiving, which I hope to do. Happy Thanksgiving. It's Jules by Jude. And also, if you like the video, please press like. And if you like it, subscribe and share. Thanks. Have a blessed day.